Hi, DD7. This is Sandra JP13. Um, this is the third time making this response video. I hope I get it right this time. I really do. I just watched your video about you having fibromyalgia, and I wanted to make a video response. And although I do not have fibromyalgia, I do have a chronic long-term condition, and well, two of them actually. I got the second one as a prize 4 years ago, I guess. And I wanted to kind of, respond to your video because there was a lot in there that was very similar and parallel to the things that I've gone through and the things that I'm going through. Like I said, I don't have fibromyalgia, but I do have spinal muscular atrophy, which is a neurological and muscle condition. Um, I've been diagnosed since I was two, and I'm 37 right now, so it's been 35 years living with this situation. And I also have celiac disease. I was diagnosed with that 4 years ago, and it's basically I have an intolerance to wheat, rye, oats, and barley. So it's a food thing. I always tell people it's a food allergy, but it's kind of not. But that's the best, easiest way to explain to people. So, dealing with those two things, my life is very different than what I think I expected to be growing up. But that doesn't mean it's been less of a life that I've lived and that I'm living. Um, my words of advice to you would be to, number one, be easy with yourself. You've lived your entire life doing things your own kind of way, the way you want them, however you want to do them. And it's really difficult when a condition or a disease comes along and dictates part of what it is that you're doing and how you're doing it. But I've only allowed my disabilities to dictate the pace at which I live my life, not the entirety of how I live my life. And there's a distinction. The pace used to be really, really hectic until I couldn't do hectic anymore. And now it's kind of like a medium kind of pace of things, but that doesn't mean it stopped. But it doesn't dictate how I live my life and how I'm living my life. I have gone to university. I've graduated from university. I've worked 10.5 years, all while being in a wheelchair. I've traveled. I've met people. I've done things. I used to be a spoken word poet for like 4 or 5 years. I used to do like open mics and do shows for people. So don't feel that you cannot be active in your life. You can. Maybe the pace will be a little bit different. Maybe instead of me doing 4 shows a night, I did only two when things got really kind of bad. Instead of me taking a full class load, maybe I would do halftime. Instead of me working a full 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Now I do a couple hours as I can, my little side business. So still keep active. Don't think that this is something that's going to take you totally out of the game, out of the running. Um, I personally don't have kids of my own, but when I was 21, my mother, she died, and that left me and my older brother, we were both in wheelchairs, but he unfortunately died from complications of his condition in 2001. But we had siblings. We have siblings that are younger than we are, and I had to kind of be a pseudo mom to them after our mom died, and the same things that you're facing in terms of the laundry and the cooking and the cleaning and everything, I had to deal with that. I used to work all day, come home, cook for them, clean, do laundry, mop, um, clean the kitchen, everything, the whole thing, and it took a toll on me. And I had to realize that I had to get them involved in the housework and participating in the housework, and not to be so critical if they did it not so well like I would do it. Um, get them involved, give them chores, do a chore sheets and sign everybody up and hold them to it, and let them learn some responsibility. I had to wind up doing that because I couldn't physically continue the way that I was continuing, you know. And don't be ashamed of that. Don't be afraid of that. I mean, it is the way it is. And, as a family, to have them help each other, to have them help you in the long run is the best thing. And talk to them, let them know what's going on with your condition, what it means to you, what it means to them, what it means to the family. On their understanding, you don't have to give them the whole thing, live and raw, but explain it in a way that they can understand. And talk to your wife, keep your communication open, talk to them, let them know when, today I'm not having such a great day, so I'm gonna need you guys to do a little bit extra. Or you would come in like, today I'm doing great. We're gonna be able to do X, Y, and Z. That we weren't able to do last week or something. So keep them and yourself open to the fluctuations of your condition, um, and celebrate the things that you can do. I used to grieve so much the things that I was no longer able to do. And that just kept me bound to the fact that I had a condition and I was not like everybody else. But when I started celebrating the things that I can do, it opened everything up. So I'm really um, glad for that. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. This is not the end. It's just the beginning. Try to do the best that you can with what you've been given. Try not to be too hard on yourself, and try to make time in your day to be able to rest. That was what I was not doing, and it really took a toll on me. But take an hour or two out of your day to make time specifically for your rest. And, I know as a mom, you're probably multitasking. Resting could be reading with the kids on your bed while have your feet up, and that could be okay too. But try not to be too hard on yourself. Try to get lots of rest. Try to take your vitamins and eat well, and do what you can do to help to support your body because it's going through a lot right now. And you don't want to tax it by doing things that can make it more painful or more difficult for you. So that's my advice, and I hope that it helps in some kind of way. I think the biggest disability is not a physical one, but mentally. If you keep yourself caged into what you cannot do or to the limitations of your body, or if you get mired into the depression and the pain, then you wind up missing so much in life. And there's so much out there to live. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask, feel free to ask. I don't mind at all. Um, and I hope this journey is a good one for you. Okay, bye.